Let's meet your home team. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 0, King George. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 7, number 7. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Jacob Williams. Starting at the other forward position, at 7'0", number 77, Mike Maxey. Number 43, Shaq Ball.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. They've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they can't seem to find their groove and move up the rankings. They flirted with some options, but so far, they keep getting the same results.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Howard in at center, locking down the middle. Williams is out there with Maxey. Then there's George, and it's the prodigy in at the 1. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Outside Bull. Pass to George. Here's the prodigy. Outside, Williams. To the inside. Bull finds Williams. Off target from three-point range. Bryant outside. Here's Bates. Maxey covering. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. Outside Bull. Pass to George. Uncovered. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Burton. Now Howard. Here's Burton. Pass to Bernard. Howard with a screen on Williams. Down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Outside Maxey. And here's George. Covered by Bryant. Back to Maxey. And here's Bull. Oh, rejected by Howard. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Burton. Blocked! Now here's George. Outside, Williams. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Bates. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Outside Bull. Maxey passes to the prodigy. Outside, Williams. The three. And Bryant pulls it down. Williams has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Bernard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Bernard, 1 shot.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Bull. Pass to George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your home team, George, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from George. George hits them both. Bryant with the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's the prodigy. No made baskets yet. Bull finds George. Goes up from the top of the key. Maxey, great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Bernard. Here's Bates. Maxey covering. Bates, the pass to Livingston. Here's Bernard. Beyond the arc. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Bryant against George. Here's the prodigy. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Pass to Bates. Here's Bernard. Here's Bates. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Here's Livingston. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. George outside. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 7 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Bernard, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Hits the trifecta.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
George passes to the prodigy. Now here's Bowl. Sinks that one from the post.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Dance Cam! Get ready, everyone! You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go!
Grinding through their schedules. Let's see how it's going out east. You take a look at the home team. They've put together the 6th best record in the conference. Not posing much of a threat right now. Gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Bates.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shoots from 14. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Starks. It's Sharp on the wing. Guarded by Sharp. Here's Starks. Barry pulls it in.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Outside Sharp. 1:07 left in the first. To the middle. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to George. Here's Starks. Shot clock at 6. Here's the prodigy. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Pierce. The shot, no good. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Lou passes to George. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Drills it from deep. George has got 10.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Towns on a screen. Here's Pierce. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 6. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
We've got Sharp, and it's Bryant in at the 2 spot. On Sunday, then on Tuesday.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Pass to Sharp. Over Sharp. Sharp, no good. Shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. They grab their own miss. Here's the prodigy. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Lyles. Oh, from deep. It's rebounded by Ryan. Here's the prodigy. His last outing, he had 24 points. And Bryant pulls it down. Shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The layup off target. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. To the paint. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Here's Lyles. George defending. Hunter in the post. Back to Bryant.
Home team foul. Number 99. First personal foul, first team foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
For the away team. Bryant at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. He's off on the second.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
George against Sharp. Pass to the prodigy. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. George, no good.
Started out strong from three-point land, hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Outside Hunter. And the three-pointer goes. Hunter's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Starks. Pass to the prodigy. George for 3. Hunter with the rebound. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Bryant with it. George with the block. Over to the left wing. Here's Lou. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
All right, time now to bring you the teams leading the league in second chance points in the past month.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Now here's Williams. Pass to the prodigy. Maxey on the wing. 6 to shoot. No good on the triple. Gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Pierce. Now Howard. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Shooting at 45% of the game so far. Outside Maxey. Pass to Williams. Back to Maxey. Here's the prodigy. Now Williams. Hunter covering. Back to Williams. Pass to the prodigy. From deep three-point land. Livingston grabs the miss. Gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Pierce. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Pierce has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The prodigy passes to Maxey. Nails it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 5 points.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
That's both teams making substitutions here. From the inbound, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team. Bates at the line for one.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Bernard. George defending. Here's Bernard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third team foul.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Bernard. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's the prodigy. He has 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Bull. Pass to the prodigy. Ball stolen. Here's Bernard. Maxey covering from 12 feet. And he gets the jumper to drop. Bernard's gotten 4 this quarter.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, and that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
Here's George. Pass to the prodigy. Oh, rejected by Howard. Here's Bernard. George defending. And here's Howard. Over Maxey. The shot by Howard, no good. Here's the prodigy, covered by Bryant. This one for 3. They get it back. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Outside Bull. 43 seconds left in the first half. Here's the prodigy, covered by Bryant. Here's the prodigy. And Bull, here we go. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Ball. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Hunter's checked in for Howard. And Bull drops them both. Gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Here's Burton. Pass to Bryant. Here's Bernard. Here's Bates. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. In the East, Miracle Man.
We've turned into a league dominated by wings. You need guys like him, players who can take over, score from all 3 levels, and guard 1 through 5.
First of all, get this to your little thick Ablin doodle Baglata. 1 through 4, no small 4 could ever check me. You got it?
You're right. You're right. I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Bryant. Maxey out there with Williams. Then there's George, and it's the prodigy in at the point. Bryant against George. Howard, the pass to Bottoms. Back to Howard. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. From the arc. Bull grabs the board. Bull's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And it's Howard in at the 5, down low. Here's Bull. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Burton, pass to Bryant. Here's Bates. Pass to Bernard. On the wing, Bryant. Rejected by Bull. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now here's George, covered by Bryant. George with the bucket. George has gone 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Burton. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Howard against Bull. Howard, the pass to Burton. Howard with a screen on Williams. Inside. Bull grabs the board.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
To the paint. And finished off by Bull.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Burton. Here's Bernard. Williams defending. To the inside. Here's Bates. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Bates has got 7 points.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
The home team calls timeout.
Start it.
And your Breakers dance crew.
Take a moment to call out some of the top defenders in the rookie class. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside, Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul, first team.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second, and we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
On the court, your hype squad. Who wants a t-shirt?
gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Bryant, the pass to Burton. Here's Bernard. Williams defending. Here's Bernard. He's got 10, and the shot goes in. Here's the prodigy. George outside. Lets it go from deep. Here's Maxey. Soft touch off the glass. Maxey's got 7.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Pass to Burton. Here's Bernard. Williams defending. George against Bryant. Here's Bernard. Let's go with a 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's the prodigy. Outside, Williams. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Howard grabs the miss. Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Bryant, the pass to Howard. Back to Bryant for the lead. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bryant's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Pass to the prodigy. Outside Bull. George with it, covered by Bryant. George passes to the prodigy. There's the screen by Bull. Here's the prodigy. The shot won't fall. Howard with some nice D. Shooting just about 43% in the third. Here's Bernard. Williams defending. Bernard's shot is off. Shooting just about 43% in the third. Here's the prodigy. Outside Bull. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the prodigy. And that one off the back of the rim and in. The prodigy's got 9.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
To the middle. Here's Howard. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. The shot by Howard, no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
The prodigy passes to Bull. Oh, they pick off the pass.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Keith. Over Sharp. Good D by Sharp. Gone 4 of 8 in the third. Williams passes to George. Down low. Here's the prodigy. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, second team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Number 99.
He misses the free throw.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Shooting 41% in this game. Lyles, the pass to Hunter. Here's Keith. A minute 31 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Back to Hunter. Pass to Lyles for the tie. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got rebound number 8 now. Here's the prodigy. He's got 9. No good with the triple. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Ryan, he's checked in for Bol. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The prodigy passes to Floyd. Here's Sharp to the inside. The prodigy. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. The prodigy's got 11.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Pierce. To win the cold spell.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's the prodigy. 1 second left. Into the lane. And the bucket is good. He's got 13. The third quarter comes to a close. Up 9. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Sharp, and it's the prodigy in at the 1. Here's Weber. Hunter covering.
Away team foul. Lyles. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team, Margaret. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Sharp, he's checked in for Towns. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They've had problems at the free throw line, especially since halftime. They're lucky it hasn't cost them.
Lets a 3 fly. Wingate pulls it in.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The prodigy can't hit. shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to Sharp. Here's Brand, guarded by Sharp. And that one's good. Brand.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Weber. And here's Sharp. Here's Weber. Here's the prodigy. Nails it from three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Hunter, good.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Shooting at 49% so far in the game. It's Sharp on the wing. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's the prodigy. It's hauled in by Brand.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Sharp against Sharp. Hunter up top. Pass to Lyles. On target from range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Weber passes to the prodigy. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Lyles. Pass to Hunter. Here's Brand. A quick shot there. It's off target. Gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's the prodigy. The wide open shot is on the money. The prodigy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Weber. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Weber's got his first bucket of the night.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. They set a pick to the paint. Here's Brand. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The home team calls timeout. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break, and they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pulls it from the top of the key. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bernard. Williams defending. Pass to Howard. And stolen by Bowl. Williams on the wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Burton, pass to Bottoms. Pass to Bates. Pulls up on the wing. Bowl grabs the board. Bowl's got 9 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The prodigy passes to Bowl. Now here's Maxey. Up top, George. Covered by Bryant. George's shot is off. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Bryant, the pass to Burton. Inside. Here's Bates. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Here's the prodigy. Outside Bull. No luck on that one. Gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Pass to Howard. Here's Bates. Bull covering. Bryant, the pass to Bates. Here's Burton. Now here's Howard. 1:52 left to play in the fourth. Here's Bates. And he banks in the layup. Bates has got 4 points this quarter.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Here's Williams. And the baseline jumper, no good. Shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. Bryant, the pass to Bottoms. To the middle. Here's Bates. Maxey covering. Second chance effort. Here's Howard. A rebound by Maxey. Shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Bryant against George. Outside Bull. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Oh, 52 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul. At the line for your home team, Ball, taking 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
And now, your dance team.
.51 seconds left to play in the fourth. Bernard's shot is off.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
From about 19, off the window, it's good. .34 seconds left in the final quarter. down low. Here's Bates. Kicks it out to Bryant. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.